Here we go! Here we go!
Starting today's episode of This Day in Grossly Embellished History. Many people say the Pilgrims of Plymouth, Massachusetts are the iconic inspiration of the Thanksgiving feast. So let's get this straight. The Pilgrims are kind of like, well, let's say they're like modern day Jehovah's Witnesses. And that's no disrespect. It's just, well, if you know any Jehovah's Witnesses, as I do, well, I'm not going to follow them out into some strange wilderness and expect that they're going to have all the supplies and everything thought out for what I'm going to need through a harsh winter. You know what I'm saying? I mean, if folks say that, oh, we're just going to go there and God will provide, well, I guess they don't understand what free will is. I mean, my view is God helps those that help themselves, and I ain't talking about the dinner table, you know what I'm saying? So, resuming our story, after the winter of 1620, nearly half of the people, the Pilgrims, died. So the colonists formed a relationship with the Wampanoag tribe, who taught them how to fish and plant and hunt. Now let this sink in for a minute. These people traveled to a new land, didn't know how to fish, hunt, or plant, and they thought that just God would provide and they would be okay. And half of them are dead. Yeah. So after the help from the Wampanoag tribe, in 1621, the colonists had collected enough food to feed the community through a coming winter. The Wampanoag joined the colonists for a 3-day feast in honor of their bounty. Can you imagine the conversation between the Wampanoag? Like, boy, they can't feed themselves, they can't fish, and they can't plant. What do you do? Well, the positive side was they were religious, so they didn't rape, pillage, or plunder. I guess that's the upside. But they were dumb. And their feast probably didn't include any modern Thanksgiving staples like turkey, if you know what I'm saying. More likely, they probably had roast goose along with corn, codfish, and lobster. Now you're talking my language, except for the corn. Well, you know what you can do with that corn cob. In 1621, harvest meal is now commonly thought of as the first Thanksgiving. Yet later generations of colonists in New England, they had different ideas of what Thanksgiving was to them. Theirs was a religious holiday, decreed from the Puritan days of fasting, prayer, giving thanks to God, you know, all that stuff. I mean, these guys wore socks that came up to their knees, you know what I'm saying? They were a little different, yeah. So every autumn, the governor of each colony would declare Thanksgiving for bountiful harvest, victorious battles, and drought-ending rains. Isn't that wonderful? At least they didn't say, oh, we gotta sacrifice the babies to the god. Or they didn't have any savages say, I'm gonna eat your baby. Now, just relax. I didn't say who the savages were. Just ease on up. Just remember, the true savage is son of Castro. And there you have it, folks, as this day in history with gross, disgusting embellishments has been established here on the morning show with Ky and Frank.
What the heck are you doing? What are you doing? I'm a mature young man. I'm stupid.
Nonetheless, Thanksgiving really is about being grateful. Grateful for what you have. Grateful for how much better off you are than maybe somebody else. And there's always somebody else that has it worse than you, and they might be just a little bit happier. And so sometimes it gives you perspective to say, you know, things could be worse, and these are the things I am thankful for. There's people in your life, you know, you may have trouble, you may not have a lot of family, but there's people in your life that you're thankful for having there. And there are going to be future people that you are going to be very thankful for having as friends and parts of your life. Never forget that. Happy Thanksgiving.